Investigate every angle with history's greatest mysteries. Only on the History Channel.
I'm working on this new case about 8 missing scientists found on the edge of the villages, frozen solid.
I guess you're thinking the worst part is done. It's not. Finish what you started.
True Detective Night Entry. A new episode every Monday, 10 a.m., same time as the U.S., with a same-day encore at 10 p.m. on HBO.
The TVWan News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWan News. I'm Jasmine Jack.
And I'm Rex Litter. Join me for all the sporting details later in the bulletin.
They say time heals wounds or time replaces memories. However, for most of the people who served during a war, time heals nothing. Bayonne Jail Commander and other members of Bayonne Corrections, on the commemoration of Anzac and Remembrance Day, said the pain and the memories remain. Every year on Anzac and Remembrance Day, correction officers nationwide remember their comrades who served in the Banville Crisis. Bayonne CS in Medang Province observed the day on Wednesday, January the 17th. The day usually begins at 5 a.m. with a dawn service, a parade and the laying of wreaths. For Bayonne CS, the service was moved to 1 p.m. It was a solemn service with reassurance of the love and mercy of God upon lives and each man's purpose on earth. The Banville Crisis was a historic point of time for all Papua New Guineans. Many loved ones who were called for duty into Banville perished. Members of the correctional service was actively present during this time, manning the Kuveria Correctional Facility in Kieta. Amongst them was Janet Chow, who worked in administration. She is now an inspector with Bayonne CS. This year signifies the 23rd service, marking the massacre and ambush of CS officers in Bougainville at Kuveria on November the 17th, 1989. CS officers who served at the time shared their experiences, the challenges, uncertainties, and terrifying near-death experiences, heroic deeds, and lighter moments of the Bougainville Crisis. Bayonne Jail Commander Jackson Gubag was among them. He was only 25 years old at that time. The moving ceremony ended with a commitment by provincial leaders to build a monument to mark this significant time in history at the Bayonne. CS officers also requested for officers who served during time to be recognized by the King. Meantime, Mr. Aimai informed Commander Gubag that he is ready to make a 51 million kina submission for housing and other facilities for Bayonne CS. The Police Association of Papua New Guinea President Loa Tambua has called on all members of the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary to learn from what had transpired on Wednesday, the 10th of January 2024, to ensure this does not happen again. Tambua said there are processes to follow, Unfortunately, it wasn't the case on the day of the incident. Tambua called a press conference today to give the Police Association statement.
There are processes in place that enable police personnel to hear their grievances. PNG Police Association President Loa Tabo said on Wednesday, 10th January, the process was overlooked and the outcome was devastating. Tabo said it is an experience they must not allow to happen again.
The government has provided a channel where you can always address issues. And like police, we are the police union. All right? When you have issue of such, like industrial issues, all right, there's a channel you have to come through. Come through your police union. And then lodge your complaint or lodge your query. And that's how it's supposed to work. And for this case, it did not happen.
Tabo said the PNG Police Association is an entity that is established to look into such issues affecting the police.
I'm a workflow me controlling crowd one. That is for the management. I'm workflow Metsu one time ACPNC send out a workflow because I'm the side of workflow me. For me is to address by face the issue of policeman Mary our money blows.
The president added that the union is now waiting for police officers to bring in their log of claims so it can be addressed correctly. Tracy Pa, TVWan News.
Meanwhile, Tambua is refuting claims on social media that he instigated the protest. However, with ongoing investigation into the civil unrest, he is available to any questions.
Get to the root cause, get down to the bottom of this lanana, you better try and look at who are these ones who actually caused this lanana and a nation mix big la pen, big la background and stuff, yeah? And some of us, like myself, I don't want to self-defend myself, but I'm also here. Me too, me stop. Investigate me too. Investigate me. Everyone else as to what really happened. Thoroughly. Go to the...
At the National Fisheries Authority Dedication Service for 2024, Minister for Fisheries and Marine Resources Jalta Wong emphasized the crucial role of fisheries as a sustainable resource that must be protected and grown to feed the nation. Wong acknowledged the significance of the fisheries industry, highlighting its role in providing for the country and the necessity of reforms within the department.
At the National Fisheries Authority Dedication Service today, Minister for Fisheries and Marine Resources Jalta Wong emphasized the collective effort required to combat issues such as overfishing and ensure its sustainable growth. He expressed concern over people abandoning traditional practices for urban living, calling for programs that benefit communities and help individuals make a positive impact. Looking forward to the upcoming year, Minister Wong expressed excitement about potential achievements, especially in becoming a major player in the global tuna industry. However, he stressed the need to diversify beyond tuna, mentioning other resources like tilapia, prawns, and lobster that could contribute to the country's prosperity.
So, this resource puts you guys as the most important people in this country. We protect it, we sustain it, and we grow it. That's what the government is looking at for us to do. At the same time, we are looking at reforms, changes within our department to ensure that we get the best all the way out to our people. Each and every one of you played an integral part in growing the fisheries industry from the beginning. Without you guys, people will steal our fish. People will overfish in places. We won't be able to grow and make farms. So each and every one of you is a different cog in the chains, a different link in the chains of making NFA the only ministry that will continue to provide for this country and will keep providing.
Following Minister Wong's address, NFA Managing Director Justin Ilekini shared that 2023 saw significant internal governance improvements within NFA. with a focus on cleaning up legacy issues. Ilakini revealed that 2024 would witness the NFA entering the commercial space through the establishment of Fisheries Capital Limited. This move, directed by the government in 2020, aims to capitalize the fisheries sector for the benefit of the people. He expressed confidence that these reforms would mark a turning point for the fisheries sector, ushering in unprecedented positive changes. Karakiru Jr., TVWan News.
This is TVWan News. We'll be right back after the break.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Hiya, Mama. You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical karaoke, up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great Kumul too. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
Open nets. Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Harem, talk, young, or roll a scale rice family meal with toast. To bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Senisi go, no scale rice, no scale price. Senisi go, no scale rice, no scale price. But you like him? Superstition ain't the way.
Check out Breaking Weapons Freestyle, each week only on Fight Sports.
Welcome back. Essential repair and maintenance work will be carried out on a section of the Tokwa Airport runway in East New Britain Province, commencing in February 2024. Acting Managing Director of the National Airports Corporation, Dominic Kaumu, says Hebo Construction has commenced mobilization to the site in preparation for work to commence. The section of the Tokwa Airport runway, 600 to 12 meters, has deteriorated over time due to the age of the runway and the impact of heavier aircraft operations. As a result of the repair work, the runway length available for operation will be significantly reduced, allowing for only Dash 8 operations during the maintenance period. The work is planned to be carried out within 12 weeks, dependent on weather conditions. Following a stringent bidding process, successful bidder Hebo Construction will carry out this important repair and maintenance work. Acting Managing Director of the National Airports Corporation, Dominic Kaumu, says Hebo has commenced mobilization to the site at Tokwa Airport in preparation for work to commence in February. Since this maintenance work will involve pavement repairs and surfacing the runway with asphalt concrete, Tabo's mobilization includes setting up the asphalt plant and shipping materials from Port Moresby and Lae. The NAC stated that it acknowledges the repair work will cause inconvenience to aircraft assignments and passenger movement in and out of Tokwa and apologizes. However, NAC emphasized the importance of maintaining the airport's runway to ensure that the safety and security of the traveling public and airline operators are not compromised. Preparations are underway for the grand opening of the Tabo to Telefomin Road, Friday, January the 19th. At Urapmin in Telefomin District, the 50-kilometer road construction comes under the government's flagship program, Connect PNG.
The government's flagship Connect PNG policy is changing the lives of the Telefomin people of West Sepik Province. The Tabo Telefomin Oksapmin Kopiago Missing Link Road has finally reached the first village of Telefomin District. This Friday, January 19, Minister for Works and Member for Telefomin will officially open the road link at the Urapmin village. Chief Operator of Contractor IPWEN's Ivan Yemis said the Telefomin people access basic government services much easier. For 48 years, they were disconnected from the nearest town, Tabo in Western Province. Mr. Yemis said for the first time his people can travel to Tabo, sell their fresh produce and return home on the same day. In the past, it took them 2 traveling days through bush track to achieve this. Carol Kiru Jr., TVWan News.
Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited has signed a manage and operate agreement with Site Work Ready Limited for the expansion of the Kumul Petroleum Academy here in Port Moresby. The agreement focuses on expanding the current status of the academic by providing more experienced and skilled training to young determined Papua New Guineans.
The Manage and Operate Agreement signed between Kumul Petroleum Holdings Limited and Site Work Ready PT Limited today will see professionals with the experience to run the Kumul Petroleum Academy, provide industry-oriented skills training in oil and gas, mining, marine, as well as in general infrastructure industry. KPHL Managing Director Wapusong stated that the expansion of KPA will share the ultimate goal of implementing real-life training environments to create long-term sustainable employment and opportunities for Papua New Guineans.
Degrees. So we can provide those students to come and work within our facilities, go through our courses, so they meet that requirement. Also, in PNG, all the graduates, engineering graduates, they go through a graduate development program. So what we can also do is to bring those engineering students and graduates to come and train before they go into mining and petroleum and all these resource projects, come and train at this academy. So it's not just technician training, we can also train the younger engineering graduates and students.
Site International Operation Managing Director Van Wills confirmed that the new facility will be in operation in 2 years. It will provide all technical training needed for resource extraction, not just in Papua New Guinea, but on a global scale.
The next phase for us collectively is the new facility at Caution Bay that Mr. Sonk referred to. We are very pleased to be involved with that. We see it as a stepping stone for the country. We see it as a great initiative from Kumul. We see it as a method of giving many PNGs who desire to work in well-paying jobs that are higher skilled jobs than what they currently can get. And these will be things that ultimately are things like underground mining training, surface extraction, construction, fabrication, all of the things that are required to build the country's assets.
Roland Dennis, TVWan News.
Trukai Industries Limited is currently conducting a smart farmer training at the Pacific Adventist University. Hundreds of local rice farmers across the country have done this training. The program is making great progress in increasing local rice farming. Rice is the staple food for most households in Papua New Guinea. Trukai Industries Limited reached out to the Pacific Adventist University to partner in the training of rice farmers to increase rice farming activities across the country. Trukai Industries Rice Development Manager Aina Davis is training Southern Region rice farmers. She is currently training the third batch.
What's taken out from here is the certificate level 1. The certificate is the certificate in irrigation farming. So the idea is to train farmers to be smart in their farming.
She said most rice farmers in PNG work with dry land farming, which has a lot of issues and disadvantages that farmers lose hope and give up. The Smart Farmer training is designed to resolve some of the issues with dry land farming. Smart Farmer training uses irrigation farming.
The Trukai Industries is happy that the farmers have seen the benefit of this training. It is not for Trukai Industries. It is to develop the farmers. It is to help them and support them.
4 modules are taught. 1. Introduction to rice. 2. Rice environment. 3. Crop cycle. And 4. Basic economics of rice. First component will be 2 weeks on campus with theory and practical on the field. After the training, they will go back home to implement what they have learned. This will lead to assessment of their rice farming and will then be certified. PAU Director Corporate Services, Mac Cook, told TVWan News that they understood the need in increasing rice production and agreed to partner with Trukai, the premier rice growers, to train farmers in the southern region.
Training has started last week, Sunday, and we'll end next week, Friday. So the actual farmers from the southern region, particularly from the Gulf province, Milne Bay province, Central province, most of them are about 60 local farmers here getting the training how to plant.
Cook said PAU provided 12 hectares of land for participating farmers to conduct their practical training. Trukai Industries Rice Development Manager Aina Davis said that rice will be bought from the local farmers once Trukai confirms rice quality. Trukai has a criteria on rice. Farmers are being taught this during training. The rice they grow must be marketable. Third batch trainee Pesco Raupuri is a rice farmer from Milne Bay province. Pesco is eager to learn more. He learned a bit of rice farming techniques from another rice farmer who was in the second batch of the Smart Farmer program. One rice farmer from Milne Bay did not get the proper rice farming training, however was taught by someone else who attended the training in the first batch of Smart Farmer program. The next Smart Farmers training will be in June this year.
Auto rice before we cannot plant it, but with Trukai, yes. With my experience of the last 4 months, we have planted rice. With the irrigated program, we have an irrigation system that has been existing for years with our fathers. So with that advantage, MIPA come to the program, MIPA use him, MIPA try rice for 4 months. It has really given us 100% kai blonema. So MIPA look at this la, MIPA come, and we want to extend, we want to even tell other communities, even tell other provinces, MIPA can plant rice. We can do it. And we will produce rice for the country to benefit, where you can cut him down, get us unexpected expenses for the government to have big too much rice.
And now the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2676 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2601 US, $0.3942 Australian dollars, $0.2315 euro, and 38.19 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, cocoa, copra, and crude oil closed higher. Gold, coffee, palm oil, and copper closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. You're watching TVWan News. Regional news is next. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSP branch today to register now for BSP Mobile Banking. BSP Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Number One Super wants members Super to last as long as possible in retirement. With Number One Super's retirement savings account, you get regular payments while the balance remains invested and continues to grow, helping your super savings last longer. It's like still getting paid, even when you stopped working. Number One's retirement savings account. Contact us today to find out more.
Get ready for more! Digicell's new Big Plus Supersized Data Plans. Now with more options, more plans, and more time. Choose from our daily plans, now valid for 24 hours, weekly plans, or even a monthly plan from our suite of Big Plus Supersized Data Plans. All with more data and starting from as low as 1 kina. Yes, you heard right. What's up, Asol? Yes, sir! Only Digicell's Big Plus Supersized Data Plans gives you more. Activate today on My Digicell app or dial *675# only with Digicell.
Feel it? Feel it? The anticipation, the pulse of the game, it's coming. Something monumental. Get ready for the NRL season 2024. Get ready to witness history in the making.
This season, the Bunce family are taking the ultimate risk.
There's no investors, there's no third party.
We're paying for it ourselves.
We have to find some good trade.
The stakes are high, and every decision is their own.
Time and money is everything. That's how important it is.
Hit it!
Rush, 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 move, move, move. It's all or nothing.
If we don't mine this year, we have no next year.
Jade Fever, streaming now.
And we're back. Australia's Foreign Minister Penny Wong has made her first visit to the West Bank as Australia's top diplomat to urge peace among Israelis and Palestinians. Senator Wong traveled into the occupied territory for meetings with Palestinian officials and local residents, a day after talks with Israeli power brokers. She told the Palestinian Prime Minister that Australia was lending its support to calls for a ceasefire in the Gaza war and a two-state solution. Senator Wong is halfway through a 3-day Middle East tour across Jordan, Israel, the West Bank, and the United Arab Emirates, as regional tensions escalate alongside the war in Gaza. Her diplomatic tour of the Middle East ends with a visit to the United Arab Emirates, ends today. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has used a quick trip to Tasmania to inspect a salmon processing factory, insisting he's on the side of aquaculture workers as his government mulls whether to reduce salmon farming in Macquarie Harbour.
Striding into a battle between industry and conservationists. With tensions high over the environmental impacts of salmon farming, the Prime Minister used a flying visit to Tasmania to reassure the sector.
This industry is worth $1 billion. Very vital for Tasmania, vital for Australia, and vital for our national interest.
The potential for a government review of fish farming in Macquarie Harbour, prompted by a decline in endangered Maugean skate numbers, has sparked industry fears operations there could be scaled back or shut down entirely.
You need to work these issues through. We have confidence in the science and we're very confident that the industry can not only continue but can prosper into the future.
The government does have a decision to make, and as I say, the right decision to make is not to carry on with this job jeopardising, industry threatening review.
Environmentalists also making their voices heard, arguing that the deaths of 2 of the 4 Maugean skates taken into a captive breeding program shows urgent action is needed to improve conditions in Macquarie Harbour.
The sad reality is that you have to get fish farms out of the water. There is no other option to the government.
Public consultation on salmon farming in Macquarie Harbour closes next month. The federal government will then outline the next steps, including whether salmon producers could be forced to pause operations while the review happens.
There's an animal in Macquarie Harbour that is about to go extinct, and his government promised no new extinction, so he needs to act now to save this amazing animal.
A Prime Minister trying to keep an industry on side.
China's population fell by 2 million people in 2023, marking its second straight annual decrease, as births dropped from the 7th straight year and deaths jumped following the end of COVID-19 restrictions. The government said Wednesday China's population stands at around 1.4 billion people. According to the country's statistics bureau, China, long the most populated country in the world, dropped into second place behind India in 2023, according to UN estimates. The government is struggling to boost the birth rate and says it must strengthen its guidance of views on parenthood. The falling births reflect a decline in fertility rate that is a long-term economic and social toll challenge for China. Canberrans are being urged to learn the road rules around mobile phones and driving before fines from automated detection start being issued next month. 56,000 people have been caught using their phones while driving since the technology was introduced last year.
It seems drivers on Canberra's roads need to keep their hands to themselves. Every day, 225 people are being caught using their phone while driving.
It's really disappointing to see so many people choosing to use their phone while they're driving. 2 seconds away from the road doubles your risk of a crash.
Canberra has 2 static and 3 transportable phone detection cameras. The static camera on High Marsh Drive in Symonston has caught 20,000 people since being installed in June 2023, while the static camera on Gungahlin Drive has snapped over 6,000 people since November. Parks Way in Acton is where the portable cameras detected the most offenders. 12,000 warning notices have been issued since November last year, but Transport Canberra says numbers are still tracking up.
We hope that once the fines start being issued next month, that will provide an additional deterrent for people.
From February, those fines will be hefty. $514 and 3 demerit points if you use your phone for a call, $632 and 4 points for using social media. An education campaign is planned, and drivers are being encouraged to learn the full extent of the rules.
What I'm not 100% sure is what I can do given I've got a hands-free.
I'm not sure how it works with, CarPlay and touching the screen on the car.
You're not allowed to touch or do anything with your phone, including the music.
Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are legal ways to stay connected. Voice assistants like Siri are off limits.
With any new technology being introduced in the vehicle and then laws to counter that, you are going to have challenges in communicating those changes. Our advice is just don't use your phone at all.
A simple message on your phone.
A 4-tower development with 900 apartments in Sydney's northwest is all threat of collapse after the State Building Commission found defects in the load-bearing concrete.
The New South Wales Building Commission said that there was serious damage to a concrete slab in the basement and ground floor levels of this precinct behind me here, adding that there was also a threat of collapse. Today, the New South Wales Building Commissioner David Chandler spoke to ABC Radio Sydney and said while there was a set of circumstances that need to be fixed, there is absolutely no threat of collapse. He said the Commission was obliged to use the language that's provided in the legislation Commission in making these decisions. Now, the order was widely reported in the media and prompted the residential building's strata manager to send out a letter refuting the threat of collapse and said they were in the process of obtaining an explanation from the building commissioner as to where they got the evidence from. Now, no doubt it's been a frustrating back and forth for residents, some who say the poor communication meant they only found out about the issues through the media and that it's been quite an anxious wait for information. Take a listen to what one resident had to say.
The fact that we found out by the media, I think, is really poor form. Since apparently, we believe they've known this issue since about August last year, and now we finally get a email from the building management this morning, obviously trying to get in front of the narrative, discrediting the building commission, telling us not to speak to the media. I don't know where they get that authority from, but anyway, I just think that's poor form. It's just really bad communication.
The Greenland Group have been given 2 months to scan that concrete slab and commission an engineering report, and 8 months to fix the situation. Here at the precinct, though, at Macquarie Park, it's been business as usual, with customers using this car park behind me here regularly.
Back home, the national government, led by Prime Minister James Marape, has announced 6 new ministers. A reshuffle of certain portfolios has also been announced. The 6 new ministers are William Bando, Dr. Billy Joseph, Richard Masere, Jimmy Maladina, and John Boito. The swearing-in of these ministers, along with the announcement of the reshuffle, took place at the Government House this afternoon. Among these developments, Prime Minister James Marape has also revealed the reappointment of Justin Kuchenko as Foreign Affairs Minister. Prime Minister Marape now takes over the Treasury Ministry. Ian Lingstaki will now be Minister assisting the Prime Minister.
I want to say thank you to all caucus, both my Pangu caucus as well as the government caucus of our coalition. We have a big coalition. There are many qualified potential ministers, but in a house of equals, the 6 were given the call from their party nominations and from our Pangu party nominations to the regional party wings. I want to say that I've a couple of ministry spots that are still vacant, and we're looking at it's not just getting someone into cabinet. We're looking at the correct function to allocate. So all of us are getting to do work and getting work done.
Leaders to work with the government and with you especially to strengthen some of the areas that we believe that needs reform, changes and direction. So on behalf of myself and the other 5 new members, we are confident that we'll bring a wealth of knowledge, our experience from both the private and the public sector, the government and within the NEC, and we will contribute to our people and ensure that the quality of our people and their lives will improve. So whatever happened last week Wednesday, that obviously has set a strong agenda for those of us who come in to ensure that we give confidence back to our people so that they can trust this government to lead these people forward and into the future. Thank you.
And that ends the news segment. Over to you, Rex.
Thanks, Jasmine. Join me for your sporting details after the break.
Come discover Digicel's game-changing supersized data plan for 7 and 30 days. Whether you're on the move or anywhere in between, we've got you covered. With every 7 or 30-day data plan, you get an exclusive free 7 or 30-day premium bundle to Digicel TV app.
Oh, he's done it again!
Stay entertained and informed as long as you stay connected. With this offer, you can surf the internet and enjoy free premium bundle on the Digicel TV app all at the same time. This offer is exclusively available to Digicel prepaid subscribers only.
Man, you deserve this shot, right?
Join the Digicel family and experience a world of endless possibilities. Dial *675# to subscribe to a 7 or 30-day data plan and enjoy unlimited Digicel TV app streaming now. Visit our website for more. Terms and conditions apply.
St. John Ambulance. How can we help you?
Calls like these are a part of our day-to-day routine at St. John Ambulance.
Office base, this is Alpha 130. We cannot locate the patient or the house.
Our crew is unable to locate you. Ma'am, I would like to send you a text which has a link that can help us find you.
Introducing the GoodSim application. When you click on the link, you give us permission to log into your location and get to you in time.
Confirmed office base. Alpha 130 has arrived on scene.
Let the battle begin!
Oh! He's knocked out! That's a big right hand and he's gone! And I don't think he'll get up from that.
This fight could be over!
Oh! Mayweather makes him pay! The ladies are going to make it! 9 and 10!
And that's the fight! It is over!
Knockouts, only on Fight Sports.
As a private contractor, you possess a unique set of skills. Very good. Carry on.
We're gonna kill you now.
We'll shoot him first, then.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna shoot at them, Danny.
Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre, premieres Saturday, January 20th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
Spinning solo, planting Cena. Oh! Killing it. Oh! My goodness! Oh, no!
Welcome back. The PNG Hunters pre-season training resumed this week, with the squad now reduced to 36 from the initial 40-man squad. The returning Hunter squad, after the Christmas-New Year break, would be further trimmed down to 30 final-man squad, playing group after their first in-house trials in 2 weeks' time.
After a minor disruption to Block 2 of their pre-season training program due to last Wednesday's unrest in the city, the PNG Hunters are back on the training paddock this week, looking to consolidate their spots in the team for the 2024 QRL Host Plus Cup season. While the required 30-man squad is yet to be finalized, Coach Paul Ayton has indicated positions are still up for grabs and would be confirmed after 2 internal trial matches in the coming weeks. He said they have decided to keep extra players back in camp, including 2 junior Kumuls for the trials.
Yeah, reduced league. We kept a little bit more just because so we can have those opposed, so we can have one team versus another. I think I'm good plus, so we just kept a few extra, and after our first trial in 2 weeks, then we'll cut to 30. Scott's told me I have to cut to 30, so. Yep, we've got 34. And we brought 2 extra junior Kumuls as well, just to give them a little bit more, just being around a smaller group. We've got Gyro Voro and Bruce Boas. He's come back as well. Very impressive in the first block, those 2.
Coach Ayton has been impressed by the commitment and professionalism displayed by the players while out on break for the Christmas New Year, though some have put on a few kilos, but otherwise the enthusiasm, mindset and attitude of the boys is good.
Yeah, really impressed. Everything we give the boys, they show up and get it done, and off field everything's great. So really good. They're all in camp, close to the stadium. So yeah, very happy. Boys have put on weight. Boys have lost weight that needed to. That means they're doing the right thing away. They're thinking about the game and they're becoming professional, which is all we can ask.
Ayton also announced that after they finalized the 30-man squad, they plan to have 2 trial matches against Ipswich Jets and Queensland Capras in February before the QRL Host Plus Cup season proper kicks off on the weekend of March 9 and 10. PNG Hunters are scheduled to kick off their 2024 campaign at home against Wynnum Manly Seagulls at the Santos National Football Stadium. Terry Longwood, TVWan Sports.
Returning PNG Rocket Dynamo Sunny Wabo has vowed to make an impression in the upcoming 2024 QRL Host Plus Cup with some consistency in his game. Wabo only played 8 games last season, mostly starting off the bench as interchange for the injured Morea Jr. This year, Wabo is ready to put his hand up for the #1 jumper.
The humble and soft-spoken Lacenex Tigers whiz kid Sonny Wabo is ready to make a big statement this season, as he won't be resting on his laurels with the fullback position up for grabs while Morea Jr. going through his recovery process. Wabo can play multiple positions at the back, but renowned for his unorthodox attacking prowess, especially the footwork, agility and speed, which makes him a hot candidate for the fullback position.
Agrilo game is la role where Morea been called them. Fully Bamina let him down, let him teammates blow me, let him country families blow me. Bamina make you understand where coaching staff like them.
Wabo said while he still enjoys his rugby, it also comes with challenges and responsibility to the team, his family and God.
This year me put the families blow me go pass na. Big man go pass, families blow me na footy. Me look at little daughter blow me also on bla strength blow me na. When I'm at me put down look career blow me na slagan, but me always look back lem na. By any energy blow me na. Make it move forward looks like yeah.
Hunters prospect for the 2024 season, Wabo expresses great trust and confidence in the team's leadership led by Captain Ila Alu and the senior boys to go one better this year.
I think last year I played only 8 games. Come off at the bench and within this year I play more games la antas na. Try to play more games la antas na. Just by the opportunity blow me outside. I trust all boys. Trust all boys na. Maybe just one of our mistakes from the last year, previous years. Come on, maybe just identify na. This year I'm new player, so at least people must come out and good play result this year. But boys is okay. Spine, forwards, everything is okay. Camp is okay, so we got trust all boys.
Terry Longwood, TVWan Sports.
SP PNG Hunters sensation Morea Jr. made a surprise appearance at the Hunters training session today after being cleared by the doctor. While it's still months away before Morea gets his body fully ready to get back into full active training workout, just his presence at the training today brought some positive vibe and confidence to the group as they went through their training sessions. Morea has been helping out with water for the boys and setting up the training cones. Hunters coach Paul Aiton was over the moon to see his gun fullback out and about again after his operation, with plans to bring him back in a hurry.
Giving him the okay, and he's starting to get back into it. So he's getting back into training now. Done all off-feed stuff, so you can see he's bulked up a little bit, put on a little bit of weight. So he's going to have to take his time. We don't want to rush him. It's a big injury he was away from, and he's put on weight too. So just make sure he's as soon as we can have him, but I don't want to rush him at the same time. Yeah.
Newly introduced Kickstart 2024 mini netball tournament rolls out starting this weekend in Ley City. The 3-weekend tournament is a collaborative concept of Morobe netball with Papua New Guinea men and mixed netball.
Morobe Netball President Shelley Lung confirmed that Kickstart 2024 mini netball tournament starts this Saturday, 20th January, and runs for the next 3 weekends at the Sir Ignatius Kilage Indoor Complex. Lung indicated 3 weekends is a short time and surely will be exciting as teams contest in 3 women's divisions and 1 mixed man. The women divisions include Junior Open Girls, which are under 17 to 21, then the Open Women and Open Mix. Excitingly, for the first time is the inclusion of the Open Men category in the tournament. Tournament coordinator Salome Gerari said registration per team is 200 kina. Interested teams have been notified well ahead of the closing date tomorrow, which is Friday, 19th January. Gerari said they are looking at a 6-team tournament fielding in the 4 contested divisions to be finalized this Friday. Otherwise, the tournament paves way to Ley Netball Season 2024. The general public, netball fans and supporters, families and relatives are invited to join in celebrating the beginning of another season of Delay Netball with the Kickstart 2024 Mini Netball Tournament. Terry Longwood, TVWan Sports.
The PNG Football Secretariat has refuted claims of bias regarding the Oceania Football Confederation national playoffs between Hekari United and Port Moresby Strikers. The football fanatics accused PNGFA via social media, particularly Facebook, claiming the National Premier League competition finalist should play. However, PNGFA stands by the competition regulation. In a media release, the PNG Football Secretariat expressed that the PNG Football Association followed due process, squashing claims it favoured two Port Moresby-based clubs for national playoffs. The Secretariat expressed that the PNG Football Association followed due process. It stated that as per PNGFA competition regulation, the minor premier and the runner-up for the normal season will qualify for the national playoffs to see who represents PNG at the OFC Champions League in Tahiti later this year. Hekari United won NPL 2023 finals and the minor premiership tag, while Port Moresby Strikers finished second on the ladder in normal season. This qualifies both Port Moresby-based teams to face off in the national playoffs. The PNGFA Secretariat expressed that all franchise owners and managers are fully aware of this qualification process. The OFC national playoffs are scheduled for this February in Port Moresby. They will play each other twice, and the club with high aggregate point will get the nod to represent the country at the OFC Champions League. The Oceania Confederation Champions League will be held in Tahiti in May 2024. The draw has been finalized for the OFC Men's Champions League 2024 and OFC Men's Champions League 2024 qualifying. The draw were released Wednesday in Auckland, New Zealand. The qualifying tournament will take place next month in Tonga from 17th to 23rd February, with the winner advancing to the OFC Men's Champions League 2024 in Tahiti in May. PNG representative club will play against New Zealand, Fiji and Solomon Islands as they are grouped together in Pool A. The OFC Men's Tournament will host 8 best football clubs in the Oceania. The clubs will have 2 groups of 4 teams, representing Fiji, New Caledonia, New Zealand, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, Tahiti, Vanuatu and the qualifying tournament winner respectively. The qualifying tournament winner will come from the games amongst American Samoa, Tonga, Cook Islands and Samoa, with a single round-robin format deciding who will join the other 7 sides in Tahiti in May. The other 7 representatives will be determined by the winner of the national playoffs. The national playoff is scheduled for February and March. For PNG, Hekari United and Port Moresby Strikers will face off in the 2-leg playoffs to determine who represents the country in Tahiti later in the year. Both matches, supposed to be home and away matches, is expected to be played in Port Moresby, since both teams are Port Moresby based. PNG representative team would face some steep challenges to qualify given the opponents grouped together. They will face OFC Men's defending champions New Zealand and competitive Fiji and Solomon Islands representatives. Group B will pit host nations representative team from Tahiti, Vanuatu, New Caledonia and the qualifying tournament winner respectively. That's all we have in sports. Over to you, Jasmine.
Thanks, Rex. And now the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. For regional, southern, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Port Moresby cloudy with chance of few showers. Popondetta partly cloudy with few showers. Momase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, with areas of rain over East Sepik and Medang Province. Lae partly cloudy with possible few showers. finding more cloudy periods with rain showers. New Guinea Islands, scattered showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain over Manus. Kokopo and Rabaul partly cloudy with few showers and possible thunderstorm. Highlands, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Mount Hagen partly cloudy with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabeg cloudy period with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast. Coral Sea, seas rough to very rough with west to northwest winds of 25 to 47 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas moderate to patches of rough with west to northwest winds of 15 to 24 knots. Coastal waters forecast. Waters of Samaria Island to Cape Vogel to eastern and western Milne Bay Islands. Seas 2.5 to 4 meters. Waters of East and West New Britain to New Ireland. Seas 2 to 3.5 meters. And that ends TV1 News. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.